Strait of Hormuz, narrowest point. 2:52 p.m. broad daylight, perfect visibility. USS Mason, guided missile destroyer, escorting American oil tanker through Iranian-controlled waters. Standard freedom of navigation operation. Then, Iranian radar locked on. 6 anti-ship missile batteries activated along the coast. 12 fast attack boats launched from Bandar Abbas. 3 missile corvettes moving to intercept, all clearly visible in afternoon sun. Tehran's message was clear. This tanker doesn't pass. This destroyer music doesn't survive. Iran believed they had the perfect kill box. One American destroyer in the narrowest choke point on Earth, surrounded by missile batteries, ambush boats closing in, no escape route. Their plan overwhelmed the destroyer with simultaneous attacks, sink it in Iranian waters, capture survivors, seize the oil tanker, humiliate America. But Iran made 4 catastrophic miscalculations. First, USS Mason wasn't alone. 3 submarines were shadowing below. Second, USS Dwight D. Eisenhower Carrier Strike Group was 60 mi away with 48 Fa-18 Super Hornets ready to launch. Third, every Iranian missile battery was already targeted music by B-1B bombers orbiting at 40,000 FT. Fourth, the tanker Iran wanted to seize. It was carrying music, 12 Marine Force recon operators hidden below deck. When Iran launched their attack, they thought they were music, sinking 1 destroyer. Instead, they triggered the largest U.S. naval response in the Persian Gulf since 1988. What happened in the next 47 minutes became the most devastating American counter-strike against Iranian forces in modern history. This is that story. The Strait of Hormuz, 21 mi wide at its narrowest point, the world's most strategic choke point. 20% of global oil passes through here every day. 30 million barrels. Iran controls the northern coast, has claimed authority over these waters for decades, regularly threatens to close the strait, stop all oil shipments, strangle global economy. For years, those were empty threats until 3 music weeks ago. Iran deployed 6 advanced anti-ship missile batteries music along the coast. Chinese C-802 missiles, range 120 music, km capable of sinking destroyers, plus increased naval patrols music, fast attack boats, missile corvettes, making aggressive maneuvers against American vessels. The U.S. response: continue freedom of navigation operations, escort American tankers through the music strait, ignore Iranian threats, show Thran the strait remains open. International music, waters remain international. At 10:00 a.m., USS Mason music, Arleigh Burke-class guided missile destroyer received orders. Music, escort oil tanker Pacific Endeavor through the Strait of Hormuz, ensure safe passage, defend against any Iranian aggression. Captain Sarah Mitchell, Mason's commanding officer, knew this mission was high risk. All hands. This is the captain. We music are entering the strait at 11:00 a.m. Iranian activity is elevated. Daylight transit music means perfect visibility. They'll see everything we do. Expect harassment, possibly worse. All weapon systems to full readiness. This is a combat zone. Stay sharp. What Captain Mitchell didn't tell her crew: intelligence suggested Iran was planning something. Exact nature unknown, but chatter indicated possible attack on American vessels. At 11:30 a.m., Mason entered the strait. Pacific Endeavor, the massive oil tanker, following 1 kilometer behind. Both ships clearly visible in bright midday sun. At 12:15 p.m., Iranian coastal radar began active scanning, painting Mason with targeting radar, tracking movements, calculating firing solutions, all clearly visible to Iranian observers on shore. Warning sign: At 1:47 p.m., 12 Iranian fast attack boats launched from Bandar Abbas. Revolutionary Guard naval forces armed with anti-ship missiles moving at high speed in full view of satellite surveillance, heading toward the Strait red flag. At 2:20 p.m., 3 Iranian missile corvettes, larger warships with advanced music weapons, departed port, heading to intercept position. Visible to American music, reconnaissance aircraft overhead. Battle stations. At 2:35 p.m., Captain Mitchell received flash traffic from U.S. Central Command. Mason, be advised. Intelligence indicates music, imminent Iranian attack. 6 missile batteries activated, 12 boats inbound, 3 corvettes moving to intercept. You are authorized defensive music engagement. Carrier strike group scrambling now. Hold your position. Defend the tanker. Captain Mitchell immediately ordered. General quarters, all hands to battle music stations. This is not a drill. Iranian forces inbound. We can see them approaching on radar and visual. We are authorized to engage. Weapons free on my command. USS Mason music was one of the most advanced destroyers in the U.S. Navy. Aegis combat system. Music SM-2 Surfacito air missiles, Tomahawk cruise missiles, 127 deck music gun, Phalanx close-in weapon systems. But 6 missile batteries firing simultaneously, 12 attack boats, 3 corvettes. Even the most advanced destroyer could be overwhelmed. At 2:52 p.m., music Iranian coastal batteries launched. 8 C-2 anti-ship missiles. Supersonic sea skimming vapor trails clearly visible in afternoon sky heading directly for USS Mason. Simultaneously, music, the 12 fast attack boats opened fire. 24 smaller anti-ship missiles launched, launch plumes visible for miles, and the 3 corvettes fired their weapons. 6 more heavy missiles. 38 missiles inbound, all targeting 1 American destroyer, all visible on radar and to music, the naked eye. The largest anti-ship missile barrage launched at a U.S. vessel since World War II. Captain Mitchell, engage. All defensive systems engage. Launch countermeasures. Return fire authorized. USS Mason's Aegis system activated instantly, tracking all 38 inbound missiles. Calculating intercept solutions. Launching SM-2 interceptor missiles. Boom, boom, boom. SM-2 missiles streaking into the sky, white contrails against blue sky. Radar guided, seeking targets. First Iranian missile destroyed. Explosion clearly visible. Second, third, fourth, but more coming, too many, too fast. The Phalanx CIS systems activated. 20 Gatling guns. 4,500 rounds per music minute. Last line of defense. Snorts missiles exploding at close range. Brilliant flashes in daylight. Shrapnel raining down. At 2:54 music p.m., 1 Iranian missile broke through, struck Mason's forward section above waterline. Explosion, fire, black smoke billowing into clear sky. Casualties. Second missile hit aft. More damage, more casualties. USS Mason was hurt, burning, but still fighting. Damage clearly visible from Iranian shore. Captain Mitchell, damage report. Return fire on those missile batteries. Tomahawks launched now. 8 Tomahawk cruise missiles launched from Mason's vertical launch cells. Launch flames bright even in daylight. Each one programmed to strike Iranian coastal missile batteries. At 2:59 p.m., the 12 Iranian attack boats closed to 5 kilometers. Machine guns firing, more missiles launching. All movements clearly tracked in perfect visibility. USS Mason's 127-deck gun rotated. Boom, boom, boom. First Iranian boat disintegrated. Explosion and debris clearly visible. Second exploded, third on fire, but 9 boats remaining, still attacking the 3 corvettes closing in. At 2:58 p.m. Captain Mitchell radioed U.S. Central Command. Mason is hit. 2 missiles struck. Fighting fires, smoke visible from miles. Engaged with multiple Iranian vessels and land-based missiles. Music, we need support now. The response came immediately. Air support inbound. 60 seconds. Hold on, Mason. The cavalry is coming. 2:59 music p.m. 8:18 Super Hornets screamed over the Strait of Hormuz. Music at 600 knots, flying in clear blue sky, clearly visible to everyone. Music below. Pilots saw the battle immediately. USS Music, Mason burning but fighting. Smoke plume visible from 30 m away. Iranian boats swarming, missiles flying everywhere. All Rhino flights weapons free. Priority targets those corvettes and attack boats. Keep them off. Music, Mason. 16 AGM-84 Harpoon anti-ship missiles released. Fire and music forget. Active radar homing. Missile trails clearly visible in afternoon. Music, sun. The 3 Iranian corvettes detected missile launch. Tried defensive maneuvers. Music, too late. Boom, boom, boom. All 3 corvettes struck simultaneously. Music, massive explosions, brilliant fireballs in daylight, ships breaking apart, sinking within minutes. Then the Super Hornets turned on the fast attack boats. 20 cannon fire, precision strafing runs, tracers visible even in bright sunlight. Iranian boats, music, exploding, burning, sinking. Smoke and flames clearly visible from Iranian coast. 9 boats became 6, 6 became 3, 3 became 0. At 3:02 p.m. the 8 Tomahawks Mason had launched reached Iranian coastal missile batteries. GPSG-guided 1,000 lb warheads, surgical strikes, boom, boom, boom. 6 Iranian missile batteries destroyed in synchronized explosions, massive detonations visible from satellite, command centers obliterated, radar systems annihilated, but the U.S. wasn't done. At 3:04 p.m., 2 B-1B Lancer bombers orbiting at 40,000 ft since the battle began received targeting data. 48 JD dams loaded, joint direct attack munitions, GPSG-guided bombs. Target list: every Iranian naval facility within 100 km. Music, command centers, ammunition depots, barracks, radar installations, communications towers. Bone 1 and Music 2, you are cleared hot. Strike all designated targets. The B-1Bs opened their bomb bays. 24J Music. Dams dropped from each bomber, 48 total, falling through clear. Music, afternoon sky. GPS guided to within 3 m of target coordinates. At 3:06 p.m., every major Iranian Revolutionary Guard naval facility between Bandar Abbas and Jask erupted in flames. Command centers destroyed, ammunition depots exploding in chain reactions, music, massive explosions clearly visible in daylight. Barracks collapsed, music, communications towers toppled. The Iranian Revolutionary Guard Navy's entire operational capability in the Strait eliminated in 4 minutes. But the most devastating response was still coming. At 3:08 p.m., 3 American submarines surfaced. USS Toledo, USS Helena, USS Alexandria. Music, Virginia-class attack submarines. They'd been shadowing Iranian vessels for weeks, silent. Music, invisible, waiting. Now authorized full engagement, dramatically breaching an afternoon. Music, sun, clearly visible from passing ships. 12 Tomahawk missiles launched. Music, from submarine vertical launch tubes. Launch plumes bright against blue water. Target Iranian naval headquarters in Bandar Abbas. At 3:12 p.m., Music, Revolutionary Guard Navy headquarters building, the command center coordinating the entire attack, disappeared in a series of massive explosions. Smoke cloud visible from 60 km away. Admiral Music, who ordered the ambush, dead, his entire staff dead, the building rubble. At 3:15 p.m., 16 more Fa-18s arrived from USS Eisenhower, plus 4 EA-18 Growlers, electronic warfare aircraft, all visible in clear sky. The Growlers jammed every Iranian military radar within 200 km, making Iranian air defenses blind, helpless. The Fa-18s began systematic destruction of remaining Iranian naval assets. Patrol boats in port destroyed with precision-guided bombs, explosions clearly documented by satellite, storage facilities obliterated, maintenance yards flattened. Fuel depots massive fireballs visible for 50 km in clear daylight. By 3:25 p.m., the Iranian Revolutionary Guard